Have you ever had a disagreement with a friend that felt like it would never end? Now, imagine that disagreement was happening in front of millions of people. That is exactly what is happening in Hollywood right now. Two very famous actresses, Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively, used to be friends, or at least that's what we thought. But behind the scenes of their movies, things have become very messy. There are stories about people being muted on Instagram, fights over whose name goes first on a poster, and even big legal battles involving other actors like Justin Baldoni. It feels like a giant puzzle where the pieces don't fit. Why is everyone so upset? Is someone being a mean girl, or is it all just a big misunderstanding? Let's dive into the story of how America's sweetheart and the girl from Gossip Girl ended up in one of the biggest celebrity fights of the year. This morning was very stressful for me. I sent a text message and felt very nervous and worried. I haven't talked about this before, but I want to tell you about Justin Baldoni. He's a famous actor and director who also writes books. A few years ago, I met his wife through her husband, Ryan. I only met her a few times while they were working on a movie. Back then, I thought she was a very nice person, but I didn't know that things were changing behind the scenes. Now on apps like Twitter and Instagram, you can mute people so you don't have to see what they post. I have actually muted a couple of people myself because it helps me feel better. It turns out that a big fight has been growing between Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively since 2018. They worked together on a movie called A Simple Favor. People started noticing the drama even more during the movie It Ends With Us, which involved Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. People are wondering, is Anna Kendrick just taking a side in the fight, or is something else going on? Anna Kendrick has been famous since she was a little girl, but she usually stays away from bad news or mean stories. She started her career in 1998 in a big show on Broadway called High Society. She was so good that she won an award and was even nominated for a Tony Award, which is a huge deal for stage actors. After that, she started acting in movies. Her first movie was called Camp, and people loved her in it. Then in 2008, everyone in the world found out who she was. She became part of the Twilight movies, playing a girl named Jessica Stanley. Jessica was the friend of the main character, Bella Swan. Anna came back for the second Twilight movie, too. She also acted in a movie with the famous George Clooney called Up in the Air. She did such a great job that she was nominated for a Golden Globe Award. She was becoming a very big star very quickly. In 2012, Anna starred in a movie called Pitch Perfect. It was her most famous movie of that year. She played a character named Bika Mitchell, and everyone loved her singing and her acting. Because of this movie, people all over the world started praising her. From 2012 to 2014, almost all of Anna's movies were big hits. She made a lot of money for the movie companies and got great reviews. In 2015, she even went on a TV show called Lip Sync Battle and won a trophy. She also returned to play Bika in Pitch Perfect 2, which was even more successful than the first one. For a long time, people described Anna as quirky, funny, and relatable. This means she felt like a normal person that you could actually be friends with. Some magazines even called her America's sweetheart. She was known for being funny on the internet and never getting into trouble. Experts said she was popular because she stayed away from messy drama. People thought she was warm, friendly, and honest. But all of that changed when she worked with Blake Lively on the movie A Simple Favor in 2018. Before they worked together, Anna only knew Blake Lively from a distance. She had met her a few times because of Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds. Anna thought Blake seemed like a nice person, but when they actually started working on the movie set together, Anna saw a different side of her. It started because Blake didn't want to just be an actress. Usually, actors just read their lines and do what the director says, but Blake wanted to change the clothes, rewrite the script, and control everything. At first, it looked like she was just a hard worker, but as time went on, people felt like she just wanted to be the most important person in the room. This made the other actors uncomfortable. They did what she wanted just so the movie could be finished, but they couldn't wait to leave and go home. People who worked with her realized that Blake didn't just want to act, she wanted to be the boss of everyone. Later in 2022, Blake gave an interview where she admitted she didn't like just being an actress. She said she felt better when she had authorship, which means she wanted to be the one making the big decisions. She said she liked to help with the costumes and the writing. She even admitted that sometimes she wouldn't tell directors about this until she already had the job. She knew that some directors and producers didn't like her doing this, and they even thought she was being difficult. But Blake said she would keep doing it because she believed in her own ideas. She said it was important to stand up for yourself, even if it made other people feel bad. Even though she said she tries to check herself, her actions showed that she usually acts first and thinks about how it affects others later. After people saw this interview, they realized that working with Blake might be very hard because she likes to push other people to the side. Anna Kendrick didn't think she would have to work with Blake again so soon, but then, a director named Paul Feig announced that they were making a second Simple Favor movie. Reports say that Anna was not very happy about this. She remembered how Blake acted during the first movie and didn't want to deal with it again. Back when they were promoting the first movie, Blake sometimes seemed jealous. In one interview, Blake made a comment about how she would never be a Disney princess because she didn't have a voice as good as Anna's. It sounded like a compliment, but Anna felt like it was actually Blake being competitive. Blake even got upset at an interviewer for asking Anna too many questions instead of her. Anna tried to make a joke out of it to keep things calm, but the tension was definitely there. They tried to hide their fight from the public, but in 2024, things got much worse when they started filming the sequel. The biggest problem started with something called billing. In movies, top billing means your name is the first one people see on the screen in the posters. In the first movie, Anna's name was first. Because of this, Anna thought her name would be first in the second movie, too, but Blake wanted her name to be the most important this time. They both had their agents and lawyers fight about it for weeks. Anna didn't want to give in because she was tired of Blake always getting her way. Finally, they agreed on equal billing. This is a special trick where one person's name is on the left but a little lower, and the other person's name is on the right but a little higher. Neither actress was truly happy with this. This small fight might have stayed a secret, but then a huge drama happened with another movie called It Ends With Us. In 2019, an actor named Justin Baldoni decided to turn a very famous book called It Ends With Us into a movie. The book was a huge bestseller, so everyone was excited. Fans were especially happy when they heard that Blake Lively would play the main character, Lily Bloom. Lily is a woman who had a very hard life and dealt with some very sad things, like being treated badly by people she loved. Justin Baldoni was the director and the other main star of the movie. At first, everything seemed fine. The movie came out and made a lot of money, over $350 million, but even though the movie was a success, things were going very wrong behind the scenes. In December, Blake actually filed a legal paper against Justin. She accused him of being mean and trying to ruin her reputation. People started noticing problems during the press tour, which is when actors go on TV to talk about their movie. This movie was about a very serious and sad topic, but Blake's part of the tour was all about flowers, pretty dresses, and her new hair products. She even brought her husband's drink company into the promotion. It felt like she was trying to sell things instead of talking about the important message of the movie. At the big movie events, the reporters were told not to ask any heavy or sad questions. They were told to keep things light and fun. Also, Justin Baldoni was never seen with Blake on the red carpet. He wasn't even at the big event in London. People noticed that Blake and the author of the book stopped following Justin on Instagram. Justin even had to hire a special crisis manager to help him deal with all the bad things people were saying. Soon, many people on the internet started being very mean to Blake. They watched her old interviews and called her tone deaf, which means they thought she didn't understand how her words hurt others. One of the other actors, Brandon Sklenar, tried to defend her. He told people to stop being so negative and explained that the movie was very important to them. But the drama didn't stop. Blake claimed that Justin and his company were trying to destroy her career. She said they used a digital army of people on the internet to post bad things about her. She said they did this to make sure no one would believe her if she told the truth about what happened on the set. She claimed she suffered a lot because of what Justin did. Justin's lawyers said that everything Blake said was a lie. They claimed that Justin only hired a helper because Blake had threatened to ruin the movie. They said Blake wanted to take over the whole project and used her own team to try to make Justin look like a bad person. Justin's lawyer said it was shameful that Blake would make up such serious stories. Later, Justin was supposed to get an award for helping women, but the group took the award back after Blake's complaints. This made Justin very angry, and he sued Blake and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, for $400 million. He said they were lying about him and invading his privacy. He wanted the world to know his side of the story. One person who felt bad for Blake at first, but then changed her mind, was Anna Kendrick. She knows exactly what it is like to work with Blake. Anna was also upset because all the bad news about Blake was making people not want to see their new movie, A Simple Favor 2. When Anna posted a picture of the new movie poster, instead of being happy, her fans were angry. They wrote comments saying they wouldn't watch anything with Blake Lively in it. Some even asked if Blake's husband had rewritten the movie scenes. Anna hates drama, so this was very hard for her. People close to Anna say she thinks Blake should apologize to everyone for causing so many problems. Anna feels like the movie shouldn't suffer just because Blake is having personal fights. The director of their movie, Paul Feig, tried to tell everyone on the internet that the rumors were not true. He said the movie was finished and that Blake was a dream to work with. He called her an amazing partner and said he was her biggest fan. He wanted to make sure people knew that she didn't hijack the movie or take it over. However, many fans still don't believe him. They think Blake always tries to be the center of attention no matter what. The new movie is supposed to come out on March 7, 2025. Everyone is waiting to see if people will actually go see it or if the drama has ruined everything. What do you think? Should Blake apologize to Anna and the rest of the team, or is she just being a strong leader? It is a big Hollywood mystery that we are all watching very closely. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.